President Biden returning to D.C.
All our allies agreed Ukraine's future lies in NATO.
And calling his two-day NATO summit a victory for the U.S. Some Florida friends out on an Everglades adventure
I think they got the true Florida experience.
managed to slither their way into setting a new record. A spicy season premiere
I've been excited to watch the second season ever since I finished the first one.
of one of Prime Video's hottest shows. And two hit movies in one day.
Both movies are getting the respect they deserve on social media.
How social media hype builds for a summer of blockbusters. These stories and more coming up on Newsbreak.
Hello, South Florida. I'm Leanna Bush.
I'm Hawa Ezel. Today is Friday, July 14th, 2023.
Live from the Lee Caplin School of Journalism and Media in North Miami, this is Caplin News.
President Biden is back in D.C. after returning from Europe for NATO meetings. Biden met with Ukraine's president to discuss NATO membership for Ukraine.
Caplin's reporter Samuel Larrael reports live from outside the White House on what Biden accomplished.
Yesterday night, President Biden returned from a week-long diplomatic trip to Europe. With the Ukraine war looming in the background, this probably has been one of the most important weeks for the Biden administration. Here is what you need to know. On Thursday, President Biden returned from a diplomatic trip to Europe, where he served as a liaison to strike several diplomatic victories during the NATO summit. It has been over 500 days since Russia launched an illegal invasion to Ukraine, the war which has turned increasingly desperate as casualties continue to add up, served as a background to a tense NATO summit, during which NATO allies reaffirmed their support to Ukraine in its effort to drag Russian troops out of its territory.
All our allies agreed Ukraine's future lies in NATO.
And although Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky could not obtain the pathway to NATO membership he was looking for, he gained access to a supply of controversial cluster ammunitions from the United States. And looking forward towards the 2024 presidential election, which may be fairly challenging for the Biden administration, President Biden is looking to gain as many victories as they can in the global stage. Standing his way as a leader involved in global affairs. Live for Caplin News, Samuel Arrial.
This morning near Tampa, a deadly sinkhole that formed in 2013 has reopened. It was 10 years ago in the town of Surfner that Jeff Bush and his house were swallowed by a sinkhole that experts say was 19 feet deep and 19 feet wide, taking his property along with his life in the process. History repeated itself this week when it resurfaced, but luckily locals have confirmed that no one has been harmed. Officials say the hole will be filled the same way it was last time, with a water-gravel mixture.
Also near Tampa, beachgoers getting spotted touching and chasing one of Florida's vulnerable marine animals. The video shows people harassing a herd of manatees near the shore, which is illegal in Florida. Even though they seem friendly and unharmful, these marine animals should not be disturbed. The Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation state that at least 800 manatees have died in the past year.
Amazon Prime Video hit show The Summer I Turned Pretty has premiered its second season, and it has fans going to the cinema rather than streaming it at home. Caplin News' Vanessa Garcia was at the premiere to catch fan excitement.
You're back beneath the sun, wishing I could write my name on it.
The most anticipated show of the summer is back with the second season. The Summer I Turned Pretty is making a comeback on Amazon Prime Video after becoming an instant hit show last summer. The book is based on a book series adaptation by Jenny Han. The book series came out between 2009 and 2011, but Han decided to take on a modern-day storyline to attract the newer generation, in which she succeeded.
I think fans are fascinated with this modern take of the book because they're making it really relatable, and I feel like everything that these kids are going through, someone can relate in some kind of way.
Fans instantly fell for the characters, show soundtrack, love triangles, families, friendship, and love. This season, things are only bound to get even more complicated after the trailer for season 2 was released. Wednesday night, fans experienced a summer escape to the beach town of Cousins at the Regal Movie Theater in South Beach for the premiere.
So excited to see the decision Belly makes, especially the aftermath. We kind of got like an idea what was going to happen to Susanna and how everyone deals with that, because it's really sad, the ending.
I'm like speechless because like my cousin invited me to this, so like I've been excited to watch the second season ever since I finished the first one.
Amazon Prime members were invited to the exclusive screening that gave fans from South Florida an early access to the first episode out of the 8 this season. While enjoying their free complimentary popcorn and beverage, the fandom gathered to welcome the new season, and some even shared their passion by wearing merchandise. The premiere kicked off with a trivia game based on the show and headed straight into the premiere of episode 1. Fanatics got to leave with the Summer I Turned Pretty new season poster. Season 2 awaits more drama, romance, heartfelt moments, and Taylor Swift songs. The first 3 episodes start streaming today on Amazon. Reporting for Caplin News, Vanessa Garcia.
The anticipation for next weekend's dual summer blockbuster continues to sweep the nation this morning. As Caplin's Brian Lopez reports, the phenomenon of Barbenheimer will be one for the books.
It's the summer's double movie feature premiere, as 2 very high-profile yet different movies are set to hit theaters July 21st.
It's the summer's most anticipated films, according to many. From Fashion Doll to The Real World, Barbie, starring Margot Robbie, and Oppenheimer, starring Cillian Murphy, are set to hit the big screen. And the AMC theater chain says more than 20,000 members of its Stubs Rewards program have bought tickets for both films. Moviegoers are planning to see both movies on opening day, with a total running time of nearly 5 hours. A big deal. So big that AMC released a press release about it. The company says over the weekend alone, they saw a 33% increase in the number of guests buying tickets to watch both films.
Diamonds under my eyes.
This is the best day ever.
It is the best day ever.
But despite the juxtaposition between the bright and bubbly Barbie and the gloomy nuclear bomb drama, it has led internet users to declare Barbenheimer a must-see double feature.
I'm really excited, and I think both movies are getting the respect they deserve on social media. I love the Barbenheimer poster because it's mixing 2 universes together, and it's going to be a star-packed weekend.
But according to early tracking, Barbie is expected to outpace Oppenheimer in terms of inaugural ticket sales.
I think it's really exciting, especially because you get to see your childhood come alive on the big screen. And I think it's really cute how they're adding little parts of how we used to play with Barbies when we were little into the actual movie, like how she floats down from her house instead of walking down the stairs, because that's what we always did in the Barbie dream house.
Barbie and Oppenheimer are set to hit the big screen Friday, July 21st. Reporting for Caplin News, I'm Brian Lopez.
UPS drivers get some support in their protests for better pay. Caplin's Parsa Sajadi reports on a local group called Young Democratic Socialists of America, which hosted a concert in their honor.
The UPS Teamsters Union are on strike, and at Miami Springs, the YDSA chapters of Miami and FIU have teamed up to show their solidarity through queer punk.
Workers' rights are queer rights, are women's rights, because bodily autonomy is always compromised under capitalism. And it's going to take a radical, working-class queer movement like the one we're building right in here to take them down.
UPS Teamsters may go on strike due to what they believe are unfair wages and unsafe conditions. The Queer Punk show last Saturday night was to bolster funds and awareness, with local artists performing punk, a niche yet fitting genre.
I fucking love punk. Everyone has that fire. It's the fire of life. Just like the physical form of it is beautiful, and then also just like, you know, just the whole energy, it's beautiful. I love breaking away from convention.
Actually, despite the name, some of the artists did hip-hop and trap beats, but the anguish and message are all the same.
It can be any genre, but if you capture that spirit, that anti-capitalist spirit, that solidarity with the workers' spirit, you're golden. You're in the group with us.
The show was a considerable success, but it's only the beginning. The UPS contract expires on July 31st. If negotiations aren't met by then, the strikes will happen.
I always say it's working people that make the world run, and ultimately I think it's working people that should be able to run the world.
preparation, practice pickets occurred the following Wednesday at Hialeah. Punk or no punk, let's hope that the screams of pain will bring about change for the workers of UPS. I'm Parsake Sajadi for Caplin News.
In Florida, a heroic rescue is caught on camera as locals jump into action. That's still ahead, and so is this story.
Because of how large this snake is and how old it is, could be in the first or second generation of pythons that moved into big cypress.
Oh, I was here.
Yeah.
Some Florida friends find themselves in some big trouble in the Everglades. Newsbreak will be back in 2 minutes.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
There are a lot of ways to reach out to a friend about their mental health. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Bill is a family man. He invests his money wisely and provides a good life for his children. Just one problem. He often opens emails from senders he doesn't know, and his computer is not password protected. One day, Bill checked his bank account and 94% of malware attacks originate from emails. Don't be like Bill. Take your cybersecurity seriously.
Some Everglades fun turned into a fight for their lives as local friends find something astonishing. This morning in Naples, a group of locals make a grand discovery.
As Caplin's Aiden Chacon reports, Jake Wallery, along with a few of his friends, captured the longest python ever recorded in the state.
The longest python in Florida history was captured by a python hunter who used his own bare hands to finish the job.
I got a video of Jake having to literally throw himself at the python and capture it by himself. And that's when my heart stopped.
That was Jake Wallery's mom describing the moment she received this video of her son grabbing the python by the throat and tumbling to the ground in order to finish the record-breaking capture near Big Cypress National Park in southwest Florida.
I originally walked up to it thinking I could just come behind it and grab its head like a normal grab. But then the snake went absolutely crazy. It was trying to wrap me up, trying to strangle me, and my friends luckily were able to pull it off, and we were able to capture this thing safely.
Jake was joined by another python hunter and a group of friends who had never experienced python hunting before.
I think they got the true Florida experience.
The massive snake was officially measured by the Southwest Florida Conservancy to be 19 feet long, weighing 125 pounds. They were also able to officially confirm this python to be the longest ever captured in the state of Florida. The Conservancy has plans to observe the snake more and run more tests on it in order to learn more about it. Aside from her height and weight, we do know that the snake was likely in her late 20s.
They're thinking that maybe because of how large this snake is and how old it is, could be in the first or second generation of pythons that moved into Big Cypress.
The python hunters plan on getting a skull mount and then plan on donating the body so experts, scientists, and the general public can learn more about the python in the future. For Caplin News, I'm Aiden Chacon.
A 4-year-old boy was rescued after walking into a pond and almost drowning. Police near Tampa came to the rescue as a 911 call reported a young autistic boy walking towards a deep pond. Noticing that the boy was clinging to reeds, police had no choice but to go into the snake-infested pond to save his life. The boy was uninjured and later reunited with his family. You're watching Newsbreak, and we are coming right back.
Radcliffe Art and Design Incubator is the velocity accompanying the fellow's rudder, as in a boat. Unless there is movement or action, the planned direction is of little consequence. We encourage the creative ideas into action, and from the experience of doing, we critically assess the feedback, adjust, and set out to rediscover the potentialities of an entrepreneurial mindset.
STEM is precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. Dare to program something internet-breaking, record-breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to learn the difference between sedimentary and metamorphic rock. Go find those rocks. Dare to keep daring. Dare to STEM. Check out She Can STEM to get started.
That's all the time we have for Newsbreak. I'm Leanna Botorbush.
I'm Halwa Ezel. Get more news anytime at caplinnews.fiu.edu.